This is our feature race then, race number 6. 1,800 metres is the trip. It is the Community Chest Cup, a Class 3 contest. 12 of them head to post. Headed by Szechuan Dao, back into Class 3 company. Arcada, a two-time winner over the 1650 last season. Zhang Baiqi, runner-up on his final start last year behind True Grit. Jolly Jean will roll forward from barrier 2. Dragon Commander, Alberto Senna from barrier 4. Clement Legend, 5 wins last season, but all at 2,000 metre plus, and Tangmere gets close to a class drop. Joe Moreira in the saddle though from barrier 9. Jolly Jean, Super Elegance, Clement Legend and Tangmere have all been up at Chung Fa, Brett.
Yeah, I feature the Community Chess Cup 1,800 metres. Not on a huge amount of pace. I think it's fair to say Jolly Jean is a noted front runner and he can probably find the front. I think Arcada will go forward and get a nice trail on his back if he stretches away. If he doesn't, he can sit outside of him. He may even try to head him off. But they are mainly the two in the race you would think that would be vying for the early supremacy. Jade Fortune up in the early fray in that picture.
This horse has had one start here in Hong Kong. It was this season as well. Jack Purden jumped aboard here for this piece of track work, and he is jumping aboard here on race day as well. So the horse goes nice. He seems to have come on from that debut run as well this season. Here's Zhang Baiqi. He goes nicely here, and he's quite forward. David Ferraris and Neil Cullen team up. He's got the wide draw, but the horse goes nicely as well. Not a bad piece of work from him. And the last one we're going to have a look at here is Super Elegance, who has come up the favourite. Thought it was a really good piece of work from him. He's the one closest to us. Elite Boy is a dirt specialist and does like the surface, so and is generally a good worker. So good work from him.
All right, we're going to start off with Arcada here. Now, he has had a run this season, Arcada, behind Last Kingdom. We're going back to the final day of last season. Yeah,
we are. As you say, yes, he has had the run, of course, behind Last Kingdom, and I thought it was quite a decent effort. He stuck on reasonably well. We're just having a look at him running 6 down there on the rail. Obviously, Happy Sebring charges home. Just like the way he keeps up a strong gallop. Worth noting that, you know, these horses that have had a run under their belt, it can hold them in fairly good stead for a second attempt when they're taking on horses that are going in fresh. So I'm going to give him a chance. He's got 10 pound less to carry and he can get right up on the pace.
Yeah, barrier 6. I don't think there's a strong pace as we saw from that speed map, so I think he can be up there.
All right, Tangmere and Party Together feature here. Party Together was an Italian Derby winner before he relocated, yet to hit the frame, and Tangmere still looking for his first win at start 12.
Party Together track work is better than his race days, I can tell you that. His race days, he's had 4 shockers at his last 4. He's got barrier 12 and he's Alex Lye aboard. The other horse there, Tangmere, the Franco horse, look, he's getting better, I think. He is getting down on the ratings.
This was definitely a decent run from Tangmere.
Yeah.
That was, you know, the horses in the first half were there at the end. So, like the way he got to the outside, closed off, and I'd consider him for sure.
And Party Together, I'm sure, will improve for the step-up in trip as well.
Yeah.
Zhang Baiqi, this is his final start last season, course and distance, only just beaten by True Grit.
Yeah, and he ran second behind Lucky Girl 3 starts prior to that too. He's got barrier number 11, so there's a bit of navigating to do there from Neil Cullen. I presume going forward's a possible chance, but you can see here that this is a fairly strong performance. Vigor Fame to his inside, Tasha Delic, and then True Grit wider out. So some horses that were going well there.
Yeah, I'd put him in the numbers as well. I just don't know if he'll totally get the race run to suit. He'll want a bit of pace on, I think, from 11. But look, the horse really found some good form at the back end of last season.
That was Last Kingdom in the light blue jacket as well, who ran past her, of course, as Commander won. Yep. This season, up at Chung Fa for a trial with Super Elegance. Yeah,
it's always hard to judge these Chung Fa trials, but the horse's track work since he's been down in Hong Kong has been first class. I thought at barrier 1, he's by Teofilo, so the 1,800 metres would be ideal for him. And he's come up favourite as well in an even race, but I thought it was a really nice trial here.
There are a lot of good performances from this guy last season, suggesting that, you know, he's going to pay his way, I would have thought, in time, and now that he's had an off-season underneath his belt and half a dozen runs of experience at the back end of last term, definitely one to consider first time at the Valley.
All right, OK, our favourite here, Paul, is in fact Super Elegance at 4.1.
Yeah, and I like him too. I've got him on top. I did like him a few starts last season as well, but this horse, I think, really strengthened up in the off-season and his work's been good. Leading in this from barrier 1, he'll get a really good run. Szechuan Dao, now Szechuan Dao is a really good fresh horse, this horse. He's got barrier 3, should get a really nice run. And he just, the only little question with him, he has to carry 133. He's only a little horse, but he has won with 129 before. So I've got him in there for second, Akada on the pace, and third, and Shang Wai Chi will get back, and he'll be running on late. So 8, 1, 2 and 6, I like the 8.
I'm going to go with Arcada here. I think Jolly Jean will probably lead, break away, and Arcada can sit in second, and it'll be just like he's leading his own race. He's had the benefit of a run under the belt. Tony Millard's going to utilise the 10-pound apprentice here, and that'll bring him down to a nice weight to carry over this 1,800 metres. So I think he can get a really good run and have a good kick with a light weight. Over number 8, Super Elegance, who looks probably one of the hardest to beat. Tangmere certainly showing signs that better form is on its way. And Jolly G might just stick on, but he might not, and therefore I'll throw in Jolly Honour instead, who was a horse that was running really well towards the end of last term, suggesting that he also wasn't too far away from finding himself in the frame. But I'll banker the 2 and work around my exotics from there.
Interesting Jolly Jean's price, actually, in fact, 8.7. When he gets rolling, he can really...
He's a class record holder at Sha Tin.
Yeah, get ahead of steam up. All right, I actually went Sichuan Da there, the other Millard runner on top of Arcada gets into the numbers as well. That was race number 6.